Friends, so today we're going to explain about DAC program in microcontroller. So the digital to analog converter is mostly used to generate the analog signals and triangle waves and square waves. So as you can see, this is the digital to analog converter program. So through which we are generating a triangle wave and square wave. So we are using a LPC 2148 as a 10-bit DAC. Okay, so this DAC is used to generate the square wave and the triangle wave, as you can see here. Okay, and it contains the pin called audio A output. Okay, so which is built in the chip, and we have the DAC-R, a register, so which is a 32-bit register, so which we use for assigning the values for the DAC LPC 2148. So it contains some 32-bit. The bits from 0 to 5 is reserved bits. Then after that, a bit from 6 to 15 is a value bit, which is to which we can't insert any value. Then after that, for the biasing of our DAC LPC 2148, so we have a bit from 15 to 17. That is the 2 bits are reserved. Then 17 to 31 again it's a reserved bit, so which can't be used in the program. So if I come to the first program, the program for generating a square wave, so we include the LPC 2148 header file. Okay, so all the functions so which is used to generate the square wave, so are inbuilt. So these functions are there in this header file LPC 2148. Then after that, initialization of DAC is very important. In the first function, so we do initialization of a DAC. Okay, using the register called as pin select 1. Okay, so pin select 1 is assigned with some constant value, so to select a particular register inside the DAC. So that is pin select 1 register. So there are 3 registers are there in the LPC 2148 DAC. So the one is pin select 0 is there, pin select 1 is there, and pin select 2 is there. So all these registers are of 32-bit size. So we are using a pin select 1 register so to generate the square wave, and we are also assigning a 0 value for one more variable, that is called DAC-R. So it is a register, so to which we are assigning a 0 value. Then we are calling one more function so in the DAC, that is a write DAC function, to which we are passing a DAC value as a variable. So we are using a shift registers for generating a square wave. We are shifting 6 bits at a time, left shift we are doing, and what are the new value which is generated, that is stored. Okay, initially the DAC-R contains 0 as the initial value after initialization. So whenever we call the write DAC function, okay, so the new value is assigned, okay, after shifting the 6 bits from the DAC value. So what is this DAC value? DAC value is the value which we are passing to the function called write DAC function, so from the main program. So then we have one more function, that is a delay function, so which is to generate the delay. So because whenever we are generating a square wave, so the delay has to be there from one square wave to other square wave. So that delay is generated using this function. So it is a very simple function where we use some 2 variables, one is for I, one is for j, and we use some 2 for loops to which we assign some count value. So till up to that count, the for loop will repeat. There is a outer for loop and there is an inner for loop, so to generate the delay. So that is about the delay function. And if I go for the main program, so we have some 3 functions in the main program. The first function is called as initialization function, so which performs the initialization of a DAC. Okay, so as we studied in the previous example. Okay, then after that, in the while program, in the while loop, we are calling 2 functions. One is a write DAC function and a delay function. Okay, so to the write DAC function, we initially pass 0 0 as the value. So from 0 0 we are starting our square wave generation, and it will go till up to 10223. Okay, so that is the amplitude value which we are passing to the DAC. Okay, so till up to that amplitude we repeat our square wave generation. And for generating a delay, so we are calling a 2 delay function with the count value as some 100. Okay, so through which so we are generating a square wave. Okay, so again the next part of our program in the DAC, so it is of generating a triangle wave. Okay, so again the same thing we are copied here. So that is a DAC means a digital to analog converter. Okay, so mostly used to generate the triangle wave and a square wave. The same thing explained here, and we also explained the same thing about the register called DAC-R register, which is a 32-bit size register. Then so the bit 5 to 0 is reserved, as I explained. Okay, so bit 5 to 0 is reserved. Then bit 15 to 16 is a value registers. Okay, then after that bit 16 is a bias register. Okay, so whenever you want to perform the bias operations, okay, so the values are assigned to this 2 bits, that is bit 16. Okay, then if it is 0, the maximum setting of a time 1 milliseconds, and if it is 1, setting is 2.5 milliseconds. Then bit 17 to 31 is again the reserved bits. So now we'll see how to generate a square wave. So we will show the connections, and we'll show the execution also. Pause. Start.
Good morning, students. This is Jagdish here. Now Anand has explained the program actually. So how to execute the project. Okay. So first open the MuVision Keel software. Okay. I'm just opening the Keel software. Fine. Then you go to project here. Then go for open project. Fine. I am executing square wave. If you observe, just see here DAC square. Okay, I'll open that. Then you will be having .uvproj. Okay, that file is the project file which you open. Okay, once you open, fine, you will be having a main file, main.c file, and startup.s file. Both will be there. Just open the main.c file. This is the main.c file. So if you observe, init underscore DAC function is there. Okay, then you have write underscore DAC function here. Then you have a main function. Now what is important for you to understand here is you are using pin number 0.25, okay, to function as DAC. You are using pin number, okay, pin select 1 is equal to some constant value which is pin number 0.25, which functions as DAC. Then you are initializing DAC register to 0 as explained earlier. Now delay has been given, okay, as 100 milliseconds. Okay, each delay is of 100 milliseconds. Then you are using a 10-bit value register. Okay, that value you are passing here to DAC, right DAC. Okay, 1023, because from the 1024th bit it has to start writing again. Okay, so you are passing 1023. First one you are called from 00, so it will be executed till 1023 bit. Okay, then from 1024th, okay, you have to start. That is why you are passing 1023 here. Fine. So this is about the main function. Now let us see how to compile it and execute it. You go to this rebuild function. Okay, rebuild this thing. Okay, first you have to compile, that is translate. Then you will build. Then finally you will say rebuild all. Whenever you rebuild like this, you will get a X file. Okay, see here, creating X file. This is the .hex file that is generated. Now after generating this X file, the important task is go to FlashMagick. Okay, go to FlashMagick. I'm just opening that software. If you observe, so all these are standard values. Don't change anything here. Okay, one is LPC 2148. One more is we are using COM1 port. Then baud rate is 9600. Let it be like that only. Now you go to browse. Okay, in browse what you will do is you will go to square. Okay, DAC square folder. Then you will be having objects folder. Open that. You have this X file, right? DAC underscore SQR.hex file. Just click on that and open it. Okay, once it is opened, okay, observe the output screen. Now it is empty now. Fine. Once I say start, see the changes. Okay, changes as you will get a square interface. Pause ಮಾಡಿದ.
Ready, sir.
Click on the start button. Okay, you observe the output now. So just observe the output. That is the square wave that is generated. Okay, this should be the output for DAC square wave. Fine. Now let us come to the connections. The red colored one, okay, the red colored wire should be connected to
DAC
DAC output. Fine. And the black one will be connected to ground. Okay. Black one will be connected to the ground. And just observe this. Just observe this connection. Okay. From here it will go. Okay. One red wire will be there, that is to DAC output, and the black one will be connected to the ground. Now one more is there. Okay. One more USB cable will be given, that will be connected from USB to the DAC port here. Okay. This is the DAC port on the board. Fine. This is the connection setup that is required. So we will end. This is how you will execute the
Triangle.
square. Okay. Now let us see how to execute the triangle. Okay. Now I will execute the triangular wave. Okay. For that I am opening DAC_triangle folder wherein my code is there. Okay. Then I will just concentrate here in the project. Okay. Go to open project, then go to DAC triangle, then in there you select the .uvproj file. Okay. Once you open that uvproj file, you will be having one startup.s and one main.s. I have opened the main.s file now. Okay. What it will have, the triangle file, it will have init DAC. Okay, as usual, the init DAC function. Fine. Then write DAC function. Okay. Then you have a main function. Inside the main function, as I told you, from 0 to 1023, the first for loop executes. From 1023 to the rest, okay, one more for loop executes. This is for, okay, upside movement of the triangle line and downward movement of triangle line. First one will move from 0 to 1023 location. Second one will move from 1023 to 0. Okay, if you observe the triangular line, okay, triangular pattern, one upper line will be there and one lower line will be there. Next, coming to the execution now, I will compile this first, okay, translate it and then rebuild all. When I rebuild, I will get 0 errors and 0 warnings like this. Then, okay, EXA. Observe this important point. Okay, to generate the EXA file, already EXA file will be generated for the square. Now to generate for triangle, you go to target, right click, options for target is there, just click it. You go to target here. Okay, fine. In the target
output,
in the output, you just click this. Okay, create X file. This will be unchecked actually. You click it. Okay, you have to
for generating
you have to click it for generating the EXA file. Then come to this linker. Then here use memory layout from target dialog should be checked. Okay, like this you check it and then give OK. Now when I rebuild everything, okay, I will get a EXA file. Just see here, creating X file is generated. Go to FlashMagic now. Okay, then go to FlashMagic and then you don't change anything, browse it. Okay, go to DAC triangle. Fine.
Object.
Go to objects, then select the X file. Okay, select the .hex file, open it. Now when you press start, observe how the pattern changes in the output. Okay, this is how the pattern will be for triangle. We'll close it now. This is for DAC interface.